Hey, I have decided to call these videos spirit messages in an SUV, and I'm just going to go with it because I have been resisting doing videos in the car. But funny enough, ironically enough, that is a lot of the time when spirit gives me the messages for you to give to you in the car, and so I'm just going to go with it. And so I'm learning a lot to surrender and to just go with the flow, and whatever's coming in is coming in, and that's the time that it needs to be shared. And so that is why I have pulled over at the side of the road in the middle of the country on a dirt road to give you the message that I got this morning. It's been resonating with me for a while now. I've been working on it myself personally and a healing issue. I have committed to healing this belief. There's a particular belief that Spirit wants to share and acknowledge with you, and that is the feeling of not being enough. So for me personally, that is something that I have been realizing, that I am not 100% absorbing or believing that I am good enough. And when you believe that you are not good enough, that energy that you are emitting, that you are vibrating at that level, is actually going to spread kind of like jam or Nutella over every area of your life. So if you feel somewhere inside of you, even a little bit or on a big scale, that you are not enough in some way, and on a side note, the reason why you have this belief is from childhood, not because your parents' fault, not because of your teacher's fault. It's just the experiences that you have when you were a kid, when you go to school, anywhere like that. For me, I remember times where, I was called a loser, and there was this thing called trackies where you wore track pants to school. The kids would whip your pants down and embarrass you, and, the loser thing. And I remember going to a party with my new friends in grade 9, and I didn't know anyone, and just those feelings of not being enough. And then that feeling of admitting that you're not enough is what people will reflect back to you. So while I was feeling not enough when I was in grade 9, that is what people showed back to me. So, being by myself, having people telling me that, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have anybody, and just things like that. And it wasn't anyone's fault. It's just the way I was feeling on the inside, and that's what I was vibrating. So just, I know we're not in grade 9 anymore, but I'm telling you, all those feelings from childhood, from your preteens, whatever, all those things that people told you, and it's just a tape that is playing in your head over and over and over, and that's what we believe. It's like you put the tape on replay. You just keep replaying that tape over and over and over, except it's not your favorite song. It's like one of those songs that you hate, and you just keep playing it over and over and over until you believe it. Right? It's like memorizing a song. You keep playing the same song over and over. You can memorize it, and then you can feel the emotions from the song, right? Same thing with people telling you over and over all these examples that you have of not being enough. However, Spirit wants me to tell you that enough is enough. No more doing that, because when you believe that you're not enough, going back to the Nutella, it spreads over every area of your life. So if you don't feel like you're good enough internally for yourself and value yourself, then you will never have enough money. Okay? You will never have enough guts to show up. You will feel like you're not enough. Who am I to show up? That kind of thing. Who am I to write a book? Who am I to do all of these amazing things? Who am I to speak up? Who am I to speak my truth? Right? So the feelings of not enoughness will reverberate and expand into every category. I like to call them categories of your life, because that is what you are vibrating. That is what you are being. So if you're being not enough on one major level, it will go into other categories of your life. Make sense? So the good news is, if you're aware that you are feeling like you are not good enough in some capacity, and you're starting to notice the awareness in every other category, you can connect the dots like Pee Wee Herman. Connect the dots, la la la. You can connect the dots, and the best news is that you can change it. You can change it. You have the power to change it, and the way to do this is not through affirmations. Affirmations are amazing, but if you don't believe that you are good enough, you can say, I am good enough, I'm good enough. But if you don't believe it, you're just putting sprinkles on the shit. You have to remove the shit, which is the awful beliefs about yourself, the negative self, not serving beliefs about yourself. You have to remove those. You have to remove them from who you're being. You have to remove them from your awareness, from your cells, from your DNA. That's how deep they are. Okay? So figure out a way to remove those beliefs. The best way to do that is EFT tapping, but that's another video. So that was the message from Spirit, is that's enough. No more not enoughness. It is over now. Time to change that. So that is the message from Spirit in the SUV. Have an awesome day.